All right, this time around, I wanted to talk about the refundable child tax credit. This is always a timely topic, or I think kind of an interesting tax topic to talk about. But especially now, there's a bill being debated in Congress which would change the refundable portion of the child tax credit. And it would be done retroactively to 2023. Now, some of the stuff that you might see online is a little misleading about this. It does not increase the basic $2,000 child tax credit for 2023. It does increase that piece of it for inflation going forward, but not for 2023. What it does is it increases the potential refundable portion of the credit. So I put together a little PowerPoint that has a little chart that might help with wrapping your head around this. Okay, so there's only 4 slides in this deck. The blog post that I did has more details on things, but tried to keep this hopefully a little bit shorter and sweeter. So when we talk about refundable versus non-refundable in the tax credit world, a non-refundable credit means it can bring the taxpayer's tax liability down to zero, but not below zero. And then you have refundable credits, which can create a refund. I like to describe refundable credits as basically being like a deposit that the taxpayer made. So the child tax credit, the $2,000 child tax credit, technically is non-refundable, but part of it may become refundable depending on the taxpayer's earned income. So first, here on the 1040, the Form 1040, I highlighted where non-refundable credits go. So non-refundable credits are up at the top and offset tax liability. And then you have refundable credits, which are down at the bottom. And it goes along with tax withholding from W-2s and estimated tax payments and so forth. Earned income credit is down there. Part of the American Opportunity Credit is down there. And then additional child tax credit. That is the technical name of the refundable portion of the child tax credit. It's called the additional child tax credit. So if not completely used up as a non-refundable credit, then part of the child tax credit becomes refundable. The amount depends on the taxpayer's earned income. And that calculation of what the refundable portion is 15% of the taxpayer's earned income above $2,500 with a maximum refundable portion of $1,600 on 2023 tax returns. The proposed bill in Congress would increase that maximum portion to $1,800. But as the law stands at the time I'm recording this and writing this blog post, it's $1,600. Let's take a look at an example. So let's say a taxpayer's earned income is $25,000. Let me get the highlighter on here. Might help us a little bit focus where our eye should be. Earned income $25,000, and let's say their tax liability is $200. The child tax credit, and let's forget about other tax credits that they might qualify for because it starts to get a little complicated. The blog post lays it out. There's actually an ordering rule for how you use non-refundable tax credits. Let's just forget about that and say that the only thing that they have is a $2,000 child tax credit. Non-refundable child tax credit then would be $200 to offset the $200 tax liability and bring it down to zero. Now there's still $1,800 of unused child tax credit. So then you're running that calculation. 15% of earned income above $2,500, and they have 25,000 of earned income. So when you run that math, it's 3,375. However, the overall limit is $1,600 per child. We're assuming, I don't have it on the slide here, but one child with a $2,000 total child tax credit. The refundable limit then on that would be 1,600. So they would qualify for $1,600 of refundable additional child tax credit. That's using the lesser of the calculation based on a percentage of earned income or the $1,600 cap. So what Congress is debating is whether or not to increase this $1,600 cap to $1,800 for 2023. So that's it. Just a shorter video this time about refundable child tax credit, the additional child tax credit. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks so much and have a great day.